Gentlemen, thanks for being here. Um, yeah, it was great to be under the lights. I think you learn a lot about kids under the lights, and we played with a little anxiety and not a very good togetherness a lot of that game, to be honest with you. But it's good to, it's going to take us a while, obviously, to find our way with this group, and just like we did through that game. A good second half for the most part, but we're still finding the right kids to have out there at the right time, who can be productive. So this was good for us. We've played worse exhibitions, I can tell you that. So we'll learn a lot from this.
Isn't this why you play exhibitions? Because technically, and I'm sure you're going to talk to them about the defensive effort, especially early on, that's the hardest part to get cemented, isn't it, for a team?
Yeah, and the thing that I thought, like they had 25 first half points. I mean, they're on pace for 50. That's fine. Like, we had a lot of good defensive possessions. We just need to finish the possession. I think they had, 8 boards maybe in that first half. And then we didn't play with a lot of discipline. It was kind of like, I was going to guard my lady wherever she's at. They could have gone to the popcorn stand, and I think we would have went with them. So just really, a little scatterbrained in a lot of different areas. But and we created a lot of offense for them. Unnecessary fouling. We fouled 2 3-point shooters tonight. We competed on the ball, but then you get silly and foul. They go to the foul line. Everybody says, "Oh, you're playing hard." No, you're not. You're playing silly. That's stupid basketball to me, and we had a lot of that tonight.
The 2 freshmen that you got to put on the floor, it didn't look like it was too big for them. Didn't seem to show any nerves. How impressed were you with the way kind of like Brooke and
Yeah,
Chloe?
very, very impressed. I mean, I think they showed their, what they are all about, and we kind of knew that. I mean, that's how the scrimmage was. We had a close scrimmage not too long ago, and those 2 kids were the bright spot. Some of our other older players, maybe, I don't know, they just were a little not connected to how we needed to go about this game. But, Chloe and Brooke were outstanding. They're going to make something happen. And they're playmakers. We're kind of a work in progress offensively, and they do bring playmaking. And so it's evident they've got to be on the floor a lot, if not in the starting lineup.
Did you see things from them tonight that would make you confident in how they can contribute in the regular season?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, those kids they're big-time players. And so regular season, exhibition, and that's how they are in practice, too, for the most part. I mean, they bring it every single day. No moment is too big for them, and they don't get in their own way a lot. I thought we had some kids get in their own way, especially in that first half. Old players, old players, and that shouldn't happen.
But even your old players, like we talked to Marta about it, it was good for them to get used to different combinations because there's a lot of new faces on their team. Practice is one thing. You have to learn in a game situation how to play and how people react, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the positive from tonight is that they found a way. They found their way to the rim. They found their way, getting the ball to the interior of the paint. We got fouled. And so as the game progressed, they figured out how this thing needed to go. But you're right. We had a lot of different lineups out there. So we have to figure out, and who knows, it might be Christmas time before we figure out what our rotation really is. And what helps is you've got to be consistent. That's what a coach is really trying to do, is like find kids that are going to compete consistently, be disciplined consistently, and so we know as coaches what they're going to do on that floor. And that's what we've got to find out. So this is great for us. And and I thought Regis was outstanding. They won 26 games last year. They've got, an All-American in number 10. And, she lit us up like a Christmas tree in that 3rd and 4th quarter. So it just, you get exposed against really good players. And so we should have a really good practice on Thursday, I'd say.
How did you go about the 10-1 rotations tonight? that doesn't count necessarily against the standings, but we still want to see what they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, we were a little all over the place, I think, in our rotation. You know, you go into a game and you're kind of set, you know, what we wanted to do in each quarter, but you got to throw that out the window with, they went small ball a lot, and so we had to play that way. And then you kind of, you know, who's in it and who's not, you know, who's performing and who's not. And the good thing about that is you have options. We have options. And, you know, I thought we maybe shortchanged Hedrick a little bit tonight. You know, she went and had a nice run. And maybe it was that third quarter or actually that second quarter, I believe it was. And then we couldn't find our way back in that second half. But I don't know, I like our group still, and we've just got to put all the pieces together. All right, guys. Thanks.